I am at lost puppy. So that was the particular moment these days which I am feeling that I am the only one who can clip my wings.
Really,
Otherwise, there is no one
self-motivation
who has.
work like a magic. So
Yes.
if you are a self-motivated, then you can move the mountains, right? Otherwise, yes, it's a really Herculean task to do anything because people have time, but they have a lot of excuses as well, right? They keep on making excuses. I don't have time, or I have a lot of things in my plate. So they feel,
Okay.
like fragile. So next
Okay.
question is
But
that
yes,
what quality helped you the most throughout your journey?
quality. If I talk about one quality,
Okay.
so that is my discipline. It runs in my blood.
Okay.
Doing this thing, I'm telling you
Mm.
honestly, I haven't felt these kind of things in my 30 years of life, which right now,
Wow.
which I am feeling. So when you can
Okay.
articulate your thoughts, when you can express yourself, you can convert with people, you can.
Hi, Indu. Well, good afternoon and welcome to this session. And it's such a pleasure to have you here. And I'm so excited to see you. So
Very
actually nowadays you have become talk of the town, right? I have heard from many people. So you are doing great job. So I thought, why not catch up Indu over meaningful conversation, right? So then I am here. And how have you been doing so far? How has life been treating you so far?
First of all, thank you so much for your kind words. And I think it's a bit of stretch, but yeah, I feel that for me, it is like to be consistent with my journey. That is only my aim, and not to impress others. Only I am just looking for my progress, and eventually, when we are doing things, so of course we
Hmm.
can inspire one or another person because when one person is doing, so we can also take a leaf out of their notebook. So I am also like one of you, just doing the same work, so that's the only
Right.
thing. And if I talk about my life, so yes, my life is treating me very well. There is no complaint. However, things are like fully occupied. I'm not able to connect with anyone, but I'm trying as much as I can try my best. So that is the only
Right.
thing which I can do from my side.
Yes. Yes. Only one thing we have, we can try our best, right? And whatever will happen, so we should welcome wholeheartedly, right? Okay. Okay.
So since we
So
are meeting for the very first time,
yes,
could you
yes,
please introduce yourself?
yes. I was also about to say. Okay. So as we are meeting very first time, so this is Sweta here, and I'm connecting to you from Delhi. I'm a homemaker, mother to two. And in terms of my education, I have completed BCom and BA degree. In addition, I'm a CTET qualified, and I have worked as a teacher and have found great satisfaction in teaching and mentoring the students. Right. At one stage, I was preparing for government teacher examination. However, due to certain family circumstances, I had to hold that journey. And at present, I am working on enhancing my English speaking skills, which is one of my favorite for hobbies. So that's I am enjoying working on my communication skills. This is, pretty much about me. Thank you for listening. And I would love to know more about you.
Yeah, sure. And first, I would like to share that I really get so much inspiration from women when they have kids at home and how they are squeezing out some time for themselves. And especially when you have things in your hand, but due to some circumstances, we cannot step out our comfort zone. So I really admire your journey, and it's some or other way might be big thing is waiting for you, so that's anyhow that God is treating us. So
Right.
as you know, my name is Indu. I hail from Himachal Pradesh. Presently, I am living in Mumbai. I am a mother of two beautiful daughters and devoted homemaker. In terms of my hobbies, I have plethora of hobbies. Dancing is my ultimate stress buster, but these days, spoken English is taking over everything. I'm enjoying only this thing along with that my reading habit. Lately, I have created my YouTube channel because I love to interact with people. And yeah, that's pretty much for today.
Amazing introduction. You are doing such a great job. Okay, so now I would proceed, with asking this beautiful question because I have heard you have already read many books, right? So where do you get inspiration and motivation to read this much book in short period of time?
I can say reading books these days, it's my second skin now. And I'm so fortunate that I admire Sudha Murthy ma'am a lot in my life, not only for the English speaking, there are many other things as well which I admire from her. And I always say that if you admire someone, so we should also inculcate some of the good qualities of that particular person. And
Right.
I felt that reading books is one of the best thing which I have adopted in my life, and it's really, I can say, a wonderful thing for me. And the same thing I say to everyone, that if you can read one page in a day, just start with that. And then later on you can feel that how things are falling into place, not only for English, whatever language you enjoy while reading, but please
Mhm.
incorporate this habit so that you can also make fun of this thing, how these books can entertain you, how these books can give you that knowledge, satisfaction. So many things are there. So yeah, because I admire her a lot, and I pick up this habit from there only, from her.
See, actually, many people knows if we read books, so it gives us a lot of, benefits. But even somewhere, they can't adopt this, like habits. So this is the main problem. Only, yes, if they inspired by someone, so uh, at least like 10 days, 20 days, they do and they follow those, things. But later on, their interest, fade up. So this is really very difficult task to, become habitual reading books and all. Only if you are, very much interested with that content or something like that attracts your like attention and interest. So then only you can go through that, for a long time. Otherwise, really, it's very difficult to, right?
Absolutely true. Whatever you said, it happened to the best of us, and it's natural. I can say that because when we are reading, it takes time to sit in a pose and think while. But when we are scrolling, so that immediate dopamine rush, which we are getting while scrolling our mobile phone, which initially we cannot get for the initial period. Eventually, when you are reading continuously every single day, for me it's been now more than 6 months, I have been doing my reading practice every day. And like nowadays, whenever I'm going outside, whenever I'm traveling, so like how we usually prepare our bag, our luggage, so like this I am also looking, if I'm going for 2 to 3 days traveling, so which kind of books I would like to carry there. And because
Right.
traveling is the only best era I found where I can read, otherwise being a homemaker, it's really an uphill task for us to squeeze out some time. However, I am trying. Last night also, these days I have like make such kind of schedule that whether I am going to bed 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever time it is, before going to bed I have to read. And now I am bound to read because my body reacts in such a way. Whenever I'm reading before going to bed, it is giving me that for like food to my brain. So like how we are giving food to our body. So it is like that. So we need
Mm.
to simplify the things. Initially we no need to go for the bigger things and learn so many things, because for me as well it's not easy thing for the initial time period. But it's okay, just try as much as you can do from your side. And second thing is that when you have kids at your home, so all the time you cannot do everything through the mobile. And in today's world especially, it is really hard to skip or eradicate this digital media from our life, especially when you are a content creator. So I am also a mother of two daughters, and I don't want to set this example for them. So yeah,
Right.
I initially started this thing for my kids only. Eventually, I pick up the interest, but my aim
Mm.
was not for me. So there was
Okay.
no deadline. So might be that's the thing which I am enjoying.
Great, wonderful. Like as you inculcate this habits in your lives, it could be any region, right? But yes, ultimately you adopted this habit, so that's great. Okay, so I would like to say like you are very much consistent in this journey, right? So which setbacks, did you faced while building that consistency?
Okay. Well, for in my life, I am such kind of self-motivated girl, and I didn't face such kind of setbacks. Only the time schedule. This is the
Mm.
only main thing in my life, because I do have toddlers at my home, and it's really hard to squeeze out time for yourself, especially when you have small kid in your surrounding. And your kids need your attention. So for me, only time is the only battle and setback which I have followed. Otherwise, in terms of my passion, dream, curiosity, and the desire which I have been following, it seems like अभी तो शुरू किया था इतनी जल्दी कैसे हो गया. So still the
Mhm.
thing which I started, it's like it keeps on increasing every single day. But yeah, it happens. It's a journey. It's a long journey. Over the period of time, we need to set our priorities. Like earlier, I used to do lots of practice with my co-learners and so many things. But these days, I am totally discreet from all these conversations, connecting with people because of my traveling. Because recently, I have moved to next city, so it's not
Mhm.
easy for me when you have
Yes.
kids and shifting so many things. However, when you know that you are a self-motivated girl, how to make your schedule by yourself, and I felt
Mhm.
that that is the best thing. It's okay if you are making mistake, it's absolutely fine, but how you are working on your mistakes, how you are learning every single day when nobody in your surrounding, you don't have any other environment, you don't want to spend money,
Right.
financially also you are not independent, and you don't have any other option. So when you feel that like I am at lost puppy, so that was the particular moment these days which I am feeling that I am the only one who can clip my wings. Otherwise, there is no one who has this dares to clip my wing because I am totally like in high spirit in my life.
Yes, wonderful explanation and really self-motivations, work like a magic. So
Yes.
if you are a self-motivated, then you can move the mountains, right? Otherwise, yes, it's a really Herculean task to do anything because people have time, but they have a lot of excuses as well, right? They keep on making excuses. I don't have time, or I have a lot of thing in my plate. So they feel, like fragile sometimes. But yes, if you are a self-motivated, then you can do anything and you can achieve whatever you have set your goals and all, right? Okay, great.
I would like
Mm-hmm.
to hear from your side that do you join any platform or you are learning by your own?
No, I'm learning by my own. So actually, it's been long time I have been learning, but somewhere when I started a journey of learning this language, so I was not consistent enough. But gradually, or step by step, I would say, I got to know the importance of consistency actually. So then nowadays, I am trying to maintain my consistency. That's all. Okay. Yes. Okay. So one more
Because
question. Mhm.
that is the only thing which we have to do. Please go ahead.
Right. Right. Okay. So next question is that what quality helped you the most throughout your journey?
Okay. What quality? If I talk about one quality, so that is
Mhm.
my discipline. It runs in my
Oh,
blood. I
mm,
can say discipline plays significant role in my life because I am from armed forces and defense background. So no
mm,
matter whether you are in your mood, no matter whether you feel to do that work, you have to do it. And I felt that yes, discipline or dedication towards your work, whether you are getting something in return or not, just do it every single day. Do your best and challenge yourself that you have learned now and how to explore yourself, because I have seen people that they are saying that we have been trying for the years, however we are not getting the result. So
right.
yes, I can say one thing is discipline and second is my consistency. It's been more than 10 months in my life I have been doing my practice, and not even taken I haven't taken even a single day break for recording my videos or taking any sessions. Right now also my situation is like fully chaotic, but I'm not giving that heed to such kind of things that I don't have. Whatever
Mm,
I have, I just want to make with it only. That why I'm thinking in that way. I have set my priorities and all these things, how it is coming. Earlier, I was not at all such kind of girl. I used to have that reckless girl and totally drain my energy. I feel that, okay, I was in that gossiping things. Over the period of time, when I realized that I'm not getting anything, whatever I'm doing, uh, eventually I'm literally feeling at low most of the time. So it's been 9 to 10 months of my journey. I can say that every day of this like journey, I can say I have lived to the fullest. And now also I can say this thing that the journey is too beautiful. You
beautiful,
just
right.
have to take one step only, because most of
Mm,
the learners they are not like feeling that beginner's luck. and how we
mm,
can incorporate the good habits in our life, because we are the creator of our own habits. So if
right.
you want to show the world, first you need to change your own world, and it starts
Hmm.
at home only. So I want that my children should learn, and for that I am creating this environment for myself. Eventually I'm loving this thing. I'm telling you honestly, I haven't felt these kind of things in my 30 years of life, which right now
Wow.
which I am feeling. So when you can
Really?
articulate your thoughts, when you can express yourself, you can convert with people, you can share
Right.
your journey. So my aim was not that to impress people or to become an ideal for them. My aim is that
Hmm.
just do your work every single day, set your priorities and go ahead in your life. And it's not all the time that we are like on that spotlight. No, there are some days where you would definitely feel that low at your energy, but how to
Yes.
become that resilient. So now I can say that with this throughout my journey, I have learned how to become a perseverance in my life, how to become a resilient person, moreover how to become a kind or humble person in my life.
Yes, I must say you have all those quality, that a learner should have been. Like you are a self-motivated, you have a discipline, like you maintain all the discipline, and you are you have that like perseverance that you are inculcating new habits, and now you are living your life fullest, right? So that's really gives you a happiness from your inside, and that motivates you to do something and keep going on. Really, it's great when we feel satisfaction and contentment from our inside, so that automatically force us to do and grow in our life, right? Really, it's I must say, and when we start getting result, like positive result, so that also like motivates us to put your 100%, and we start yes we start doing that things regularly, and that gives us result in no time. Really, it's a commendable journey.
Thank you so much. And of course, it's a long journey and it's lifelong process. Actually, it is a lifelong process because English, it is evolving every single day. No matter whatever you know this language, how you are communicating, how you are like learning new words, new phrases. So it's like an ocean for us. But how to, if we are thinking that I cannot swim, I cannot learn, I cannot enjoy that vibe, so we cannot learn this language. So it was my childhood dream, but I realized this thing when I became a mother of two daughters, that it's not that we have to set the role model for our kids, but why not to set from your own? For me as well,
Yes.
every day, even my husband, he always like ticks me off for small things because he is very good at this language. So he always says this thing only, that still you are making silly mistakes, still you are doing this thing. But I'm always like all in for all these I'm
Mm.
welcoming my mistakes as well,
Yes.
because through my
Yes.
mistakes only I am learning. Otherwise, if I'm not making mistake, how would I learn? It wouldn't
No,
possible. So
no, it
I
can't be
can say
possible.
like yeah. So I just only say one thing, that everyone should make mistake. Welcome the criticism, especially criticism when you know
Right.
that you are speaking in broken English or in wrong grammar, and
Yes.
later on you will like when you would see your videos, you would be like laugh at yourself, because these days I am laughing at myself, that whenever I watch my previous videos, I was like, oh my god, look at myself, how like how much confident I was with wrong grammar.
Wrong
Seriously,
grammar,
honestly,
right?
yeah, because but the thing was that that clarity was not there in that
Hmm.
particular time. These days, and when I'm working on my grammar practices as well, so for me, it's like
Okay.
it's not that tough, Indu. It's not that tough. It's not to mug up all these things. It's like how to do your practice on regular basis. That's it. It's not a rocket science to learn this language. And honestly speaking, I'm loving whenever I'm doing any grammar practice these days. For me, it's like a next kick, that okay, I'm feeling good, that okay, I'm getting good grip over my grammar as well, because I do
Right.
believe that grammar is also a basic foundation of this language. I know still there are some gray areas, but it's fine. Now I'm all set to embrace my flaws.
As actually, I can see you eye to eye. Actually, nothing is invisible, like invisible in this world. We can do, but yes, we need to set our priority and be determined. And really, as you told, we should like we have become, hell bent on improving and learning. if you have a great desire from your inside. So really, and when suppose that you set a small goal and you achieve that goal, that gives you, happiness or pleasure from inside, and also that motivates you to go take another step, right? And once you start growing step by step, so then you become so strong from your inside, right? That can bolster your confidence. And once you become a confidence speaker or person, then you really feel some energy from your inside, right? And you just think by yourself, I can do everything, whatever situations come in my way. And it really at one time, everything start falling in your way, right? Without putting too much effort. But yet at first we have to put our 100%, right? Because nothing will come easily in our life, right? Also, this is very true. So for that, actually we people know everything, but what is something we procrastinate the thing, right? And our mind is made like that. Our
Yes.
mind never allow me to do something like until we have to force. No, this is the
Hmm.
thing you have to do. Yeah, and that's why discipline played a vital role in our day-to-day life. Right. If we will
True.
not, yes, if we will not maintain our discipline, so really today we are, fully motivated. Okay, today I can, move the mountain, and tomorrow what will happen? Again, we thinking, oh, okay, let it be today. I will do tomorrow, like that, right? So it's never works if you like if we procrastinate the thing. So once yes, just we need to push up when once
Yes.
we push our mind and compelled him, no, this is the work
Hmm.
we have to complete today. And okay, after
Yes.
15 minutes, after half an hour, I will take rest.
Hmm.
Don't worry. But right now, I have to do this work. Then only you can come from your comfort zone, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely true. I couldn't agree more with this thought process. And I feel the same way. Like when we have priorities in our life, because being a mother, being a homemaker, or being a like woman who have degrees and they are getting dusted in the cupboard, how does it feel? And especially when we are like fully devoted. I'm not saying there is any regret in my life. I don't have any regret. But the thing is that there is one hope is always there, and that thought is bothering me that when why you are not taking any plunge for yourself. And I'm not saying it's that much difficult too. I can do each and everything, and it's not about me. Anyone can do. Anyone, if I can do, people can do much more better than me. Especially the college going girls these days, students, they are coming from their comfort zone, they are acquiring the new skills. But if I talk about my life, so means it's fully, I'm telling you, fully chaotic, especially with kids. When you have that something is bothering you, you are framing your own sentences, and the meanwhile your child is coming and disturbing you, and you are saying, oh my god, what it was, I just forgot. So these days I am also carrying that mom's brain wherever I am going. So what I started, I just started my writing habit. Eventually I found interest there as well. So it's not that speaking comes by speaking only. Speaking comes by writing
Right,
itself. Speaking comes by reading. Speaking comes by shadowing. Speaking comes by making your conversations more effective. And I do believe that just set one priorities for one day, not more than that. Like these days, I don't have that much time, which earlier I used to have. But what I'm doing, I do have only till 12:30. I'm just having time for myself, and before that,
yes,
I have to rush to the kitchen and do so many things. And in the evening, I have to spend some time with my kids, their education, and so many things are there. However, I don't want to throw things in towel for myself as well. So before going to bed, when they are sleeping, no matter whether it is 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, even my husband, most of the time, he calls me out that why you are reading, means when all lights are off. But I can say that I feel that kick that particular time that I'm still consistent. I'm still consistent, whether I'm reading only one page, two
right,
pages, but I am consistent with my habit. So when you are consistent with one particular thing, it plays significant role in our life. Over the period of time, you will feel like, oh my god, like really it's been such a long period of time. So but yeah, you could say that determination, that desire within you, it's still the same, even better than that, which earlier it was not like that. So I
mm,
just only say that don't go for the bigger things. initially. Just start with the small things, and every single day, just do from your side and do your best for the day. That's it. What we have to do, and this is the only thing that by the end of the day, when I'm saying this thing to myself, that I have done my best, whether it is best for other person or not, but from my side, it I can say that it was best from my side, and now I deserve fully rest for my body. So I just take it in this way, and of course there is another day and another sunshine, so we
Yes,
can
of course.
always set our priorities.
Yes, really, you spot on. Means we should believe on another day, another dollar, right? So actually, if we will, think about, oh my God, today I have a lot of work. I have to do this. I have to do that. There is a lot of things. So at the end of the time, you will become puzzled and you feel overwhelmed, right? And start thinking, okay, let it be. I can't do anything, right? So it's a happen. It's a human nature. So, like as you told, we shouldn't, work all the things at one time, right? We should prioritize the, things what we have to, what is important today. For today, what is more important? So just do with that. And as we know, learning English, it's not like just we are starting speaking and we will become fluent within a month or within overnight. It's not like that. So for that, it will take time, and also we should start working step by step, right? Today, as you told, if you don't have time to read, one story, and also just read one page, that's enough for a day. So in this way, we need to prioritize our work, and accordingly, we have to work. So now actually time is not allowing us to drag this conversation ahead. Okay. So, but
I was
I
about to
must
say
say,
this thing only. I was about to
yes,
say
yes.
this thing because someone comes at my door, and but
Okay.
it was such a lovely conversation with you, and
Yeah,
that is the only thing which we have to do every single day. Whatever time we have, just 15 to 20 minutes, whatever we can give from our side, we have to do
that's
that
correct.
only.
Yes.
Okay, bye bye. Have a nice
Yes,
day.
thank you. It was really absolute pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much once again for joining,
Likewise. Bye bye.
and have a great
Bye
day.
bye. Have a
Bye.
nice